Birthdays. So, birthdays, Mark. Birthdays.
Oh, I love birthday. Well, do you know what? Because I have a twin.
Yeah.
First thing we used to do was whenever we bring out the birthday cake, instead of blowing the cake out together, my mum would have to, because me and my brother insisted on lighting up one cake, blowing out, then doing the same for the other brother, because, you know, we had to have things separately. It was like same cake, but separate candles. And instead of happy birthday Lee and Mark, it was happy birthday Mark, and then we had to do a separate song for Lee. I don't know whether it's an autism thing or
That's
the fact that...
That's what I was going to ask. Is that do you reckon that's something to do with your neurodivergence? Or
I don't know, but it'd be interesting. If there's any other twins listening, did you do that? Like, that would be really interesting to find out whether that's neurodivergent. I know me and Lee were quite keen on having things separate. Like, we'd always ask for separate presents as well, because... Although we got like, when game consoles, we could share that. So we got like, we'd share the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever it be. But yeah, and I loved it all. I loved all the regular stuff. I never got like overwhelmed with it. Like other new.
What did you think about birthday parties?
Yeah. So
how did your neurodivergence impact having birthday parties?
I think the thing is, because the day was about me or about my brother anyway, the fact that the attention was on us, we quite liked it, and so everything was gonna, you know, whatever we were doing. But if we were going to someone else's birthday, it was quite hard to try and not make it about yourself. Or we had this one football party, you know, where they sent the coach, like some local football coach who came in and did like a football party where we'd have a tournament or whatever. And I only found out last year that when me and Lee took the penalties, he'd let us score because it was our birthday. And he did encourage the other kids to go a bit easier on us because it's our birthday, right? That's what it was. But whenever I would go to other kids' birthdays and it'd be a football party, I go full pelt, 2 foot, you know, I'd be like, bloody noses.
And that's when you're 30, and then that's right now when you're 35 as well.
Yeah, that was actually last week, actually, at 5-a-side. It was, but yeah, so I don't know, other people's birthday, it was quite hard to like, not have the attention about me.
See, I was much better at other people's birthday parties than I was at my own.
Why was that?
I think with my own ones, I liked having complete control over almost everything that was going on, especially when I was into the double digits kind of stage.
Yeah.
Like, instead of being with the people I'd invited, I'd actually be the one DJing and doing the music.
Right.
So I'd be completely in control over what was happening at that birthday party.
I guess because I have a twin, it was easier for me to understand the concept of sharing. Whereas, I guess because you don't have a twin.
No.
It's for a neurodivergent person who's celebrating their own birthday to them. Yeah, it is about.
Yeah, dance for me now. You will
dance for me, bitch. What's
you will dance for me now.
Oh, we're still talking about birthdays here.
Yes, we are. We are.
But
and weirdly,
like
I'd usually choose, especially in the later years, well, I say the later years, like 10, 11 or something, right? Towards the end of primary school, I'd always opt for things where, I don't know, like going to the cinema as well, instead of doing the full 2 to 3 hour mad house thing, which I enjoyed other people doing, but didn't necessarily want it to happen
in your own
house.
house.
Yeah.
Like, so like if other kids were running about touching your things, would you get annoyed about it?
Not really get annoyed. I'm just like, well, I just prefer to be actually doing something like going to the cinema or something like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy birthdays that were outside of our house, like bowling. We quite like a laser quest.
I just preferred going to other people's houses. I think. Like.
Yeah. And that's not just birthdays. I hated living where I was just basically, can I move in with you guys? No. What about like birthdays involving sleepovers?
Did I have any? I mean, I think, did I have any? I mean, I had sleepovers generally with people that my parents trusted, but none of them were specific to birthdays. How about yourself?
So no, I'd have both. I'd have the birthdays kind of sleepovers, or like if we'd have it during the day, we'd ask 2 or 3 friends to stay and sleep over, which was always really cool. But the problem is, you're so sugared up on cake or whatever, then you'd stay up anyway. And yeah, like this one friend me and Lee had, he did used to kind of bully us, but we didn't realise he was bullying us, but we wanted him to sleep round ours because we thought he was really cool, and in fact he wanted to stay at ours. And my mum was really warning against it. So you can't have him over here, you can't have him over here. He's horrible to you. I said, but he's our friend. But this goes back to, I think we've talked about bullying on the podcast before. We didn't realise we just wanted him round because to have a cool kid round sleeping over on your birthday is really cool. He ended up stealing a couple of PlayStation games from us. So we then suddenly learned, oh, he's not someone to be trusted. So yeah.
But your mum still allowed him to stay over.
Because we insisted on it. And when you got 2 autistic children insisting they want something to happen, it's very hard for that parent to be like...
Especially when they're on their own, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My mum's a single parent, so...
Fair enough.
It was like... But we kind of ended up realising this kid was quite horrible to us. Again, stole like... I think it was a new place.
What was it? Was it when he pissed on your faces? Was that
No, that was last week. No. He never did that. One time at a sleepover, one of the kids soaked our sleeping bag in like shampoo and stuff. So when we were 14, we stayed at my friend's house, and again, a bully that we didn't realise was a bully. So he would soak our sleeping bag in shampoo or whatever, and then in the middle of the night started firing BB guns at us. No, it was. I mean, this is something I haven't even told my therapist. So, but it was. So I remember at 5 a.m. because I had a mobile phone then. I had a Nokia 3310. I was 14, and I phoned my mum, asked her to pick me up at like 6 a.m. and I was in tears. It was my friend's birthday. We were staying around his house.
I said, "Suck it up, you pussy."
Yeah, but stay there. Take it like a man. No, she was like, "Oh my God," mortified, and then we never stayed round.
Did your mum tell the parents?
Yeah, and then
what did their parents say? No,
they're just being boys.
Fuck off, man.
This mum would also bought us Bacardi Breezers.
So she was the cool mum.
She was the cool one. So I was drinking alcohol when I was 14. Again, I told my mum that, and she hit the roof. So it was like, yeah. So yeah, and then my friend was like, "Why did you tell your mum that my mum bought us alcohol? She'll never do that for us now." And I was like, well, because she did, but then because I was honest as well. I was always when you're 14 and you have a sleepover, you're with your mates, you're drinking or whatever, you don't say that to your mum. But again, the honesty, the autism, it's just well, we did this. And
all right, well, that's that. So, Mark, shall we get a guest on?
Yes, let's
wonderful.
The master mixer. It's George.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, so George. Yeah. So camera on me, then wide shot. When I introduce Paggy, then it's whichever. All right. Right. Ready? Yeah. All right. So today's guest is comedian, right? She is also. Some people say she's staccato, but I think she's more stimicanto. It is Paggy RG.
Hello, everyone.
How are you, Paggy? You doing all right?
I'm feeling the sunshine. I think it's...
How does the sunshine feel?
Oh,
yeah.
Excellent question,
This is a therapy session now.
Yeah, the sunshine feels like a warm hug, but virtually.
Virtual real.
Yeah, like a digital.
Hug,
It's not...
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's like it's from outer space. It's an outer space hug.
It's an outer space hug. The sun is an outer space hug. I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit like an Arctic Monkey song, doesn't it? It's an outer space hug.
Oh, Alex Turner. Where's Alex Turner?
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I thought he was in the room with us.
I mean, if anything, the sun is very bad for Arctic monkeys. So have you?
Yeah, actually, theoretically, yeah.
So I asked this question for to every guest that we have, Paggy. What do you got?
What have I got? I have the sun. As in the celestial body, not newspaper. And I am an autistic ADHD with some cool DLC added to that, such as OCD.
Oh, what does DOC stand for? Sorry.
Downloadable content.
Downloadable.
Nice little plug there. Like,
No, but I got my autism diagnosis April 2019, which is Autism Month because I think it was a
you timed it perfectly.
yeah, I think it was it was around Paul Rudd's birthday.
Paul
so
Rudd? Oh, wow.
that's an interesting coincidence.
No, so anytime Paul Rudd has a birthday, a new diverse person is born.
What date was it, by the way?
It was around the 7th of April. And
If only it was 7.5 days later, it would have been on my birthday.
So my partner's birthday, hers is on the 6th of April, and she always tells me she knows that. She always, like you said, you should always remember it, Mark, because it's the start of the new tax year. So. But yeah, so what was that process like, getting diagnosed?
Oh, I think that getting my autism diagnosis was a surprise to absolutely no one but me. But it was a bit of a weird experience because this was pre-pandemic where it was about a 4.5-hour assessment for the whole day, and I didn't really think anything about it. I was 18 at that time, not anymore. At that time, I was 18, and well, I had a lot of things going on, and I didn't really process the diagnosis until later in the year. And later in the year is when I started volunteering with a local disability charity called Amaze, and that volunteering with them really helped me understand more what being autistic means specifically to me. And then further down the line, maybe 3 or 4 months after that, I began my comedy journey. And I did my first gig November 2019. And I told, this is going to be the year. 2020 will be my year. 2020. Yeah, but
it was a year.
It was a year.
It happened.
It
definitely happened.
It was a year. 2020 vision. That's what I've got. Thank you. Yes. So I didn't really and no, I probably started doing comedy now in 2023. But would you like to hear, Kyle and Mark? Would you like to hear how I got involved with that?
Go for it.
Yeah, please do.
I got involved with the world of comedy via a research study.
A research study?
Yes.
Wow.
What, did they ask you to perform 5 minutes of stand-up? And did they ask you that?
Possibly, potentially. So what happened was I was talking to people in my life saying I want to do improv comedy, and I said I want to get into improv comedy. Wow, red flag, but also green flag. So I wanted to do improv comedy, and then the day after I said that, I got an email forwarded to me about a research study, a call for participants in a research study affecting the anxiety levels experienced in autistic adults when taking part in improv. And I was like, wow, I am sold to this idea. And this was done by Dr. Nathan Keats. Great person, great friend. Check him out. So yes, I did the research study with him, and towards the end of that study, from the start, I got the improv bug. I was yes-anding all over the place. And then towards the end of the study, Nathan was asking us, well, what do you want to do at the end? This was all online, by the way, due to the pandemonium. But I said, let's have a jam. Let's have a jam. Let's have a jam. Marmalade, Paddington, everyone. And he organized a bunch of autistic creatives to have a Zoom jam, and that's where I met my dear friend Paul Wadey. What? So I met Paul Wadey in one of the improv jams, and he said he's restarting his theatre group, Gorilla Autistics, is a different name, now known as Neurospace Theatre. And I worked with him and a bunch of other amazing people to do a showcase called Welcome to the Neurospace, which we did at Barnes Core Theatre 2022. And that's how I started performing. And then I started doing things on the open mic scene, go from there, Stevie Canto. But yes, and
What a journey. Holy shit.
That is an incredible journey, and to fit all that in about 5 minutes. Do you know what? I'm so bad at selling myself because I take ages to talk about my experience. It takes me like 3 hours to my journey, and you've just done all that in about 5 minutes.
Well, I think it's in my blood. Promotion. I've got algorithms running in my veins.
As every autistic does.
Yeah, it's just like you can see it's like algorithm. Save the wheel. Save the wheel.
Algorithms is on microchips. Which is it?
I don't algorithm can't rhythm algorithm like microchip. What about mega chips? Like if I'm gonna like microchip.
McCain's, but you carry on.
Yeah, like, a microchip isn't. I want to commit if I'm gonna have a chip, like a mega chip. Like I want to, with a QR code.
Excellent. Speaking of chips, I'm going to try and turn this back onto the topic. Is we sometimes have these at birthdays. Chips. Birthdays.
Oh yes, birthdays.
That's our topic today.
Whoa. I don't know why we went off topic because
it's always tough if when you were diverse or something.
Because that's what I forgot to mention is January 2025. What? Just yesterday, I got my ADHD diagnosis. What?
Nice.
Oh, wow. So you have lots of celebrations going on.
ADHD. That's how I'm feeling.
ADHD, autism. When's your actual birthday?
My actual birthday is whenever. Kyle, Mark, whenever you ask yourself, hey. What's the birthday of the guy who played Lenny in Of Mice and Men?
Oh, John Malkovich.
Same birthday. What?
Wow.
Which I don't know when it is, to be honest. I should probably know that.
Well, when is GD Dench's birthday?
I don't know.
On the same day as John Malkovich's?
On the same day John Malkovich's. Which is on what day?
Well, the same birthday as former Green MP for Brighton, Caroline Lucas.
Again, something I do not know when. You're giving us all these wonderful clues, and I'm still not getting it. This is, but like in terms of your birth, how do you find celebrating your birthday?
Well, I'm a winter baby. What? A winter baby. I was born the 9th of December. So I think
We finally got it. We got it.
We got it. Hang on, your birthday is 9th of December.
9th of December. There we go.
How did I get that? Like?
Well, I think I enjoy celebrating my birthday, but I get a bit anxious around it, partially because I love a factually correct birthday, and I don't think mine.
What does that look like?
Like if someone says it's their birthday, I want to go on that specific day. Like, but it's partly because I didn't understand what birthdays are for a bit.
Right. So, like, if for instance their birthday was on a Wednesday, but they were having a party on the Saturday, wouldn't you go? You'd be like, no, it's not on your actual birthday.
I mean, I would still go. I would observe the birthday.
But you'd be looking at them, judging them, thinking, "It's not your fucking birthday, and lying twat."
But because I didn't when I was. Like, I think when I was 4 or 5, I didn't know when my birthday actually was, and someone from my...
Did no one tell you?
No, I knew when my birthday was. Well, I was like, oh, it's your birthday, Paggy, but I didn't know the date itself, and I knew it's in December, but then someone from my preschool class said, oh, my birthday's on this day, when's yours? And I didn't know, so I said, oh, it's the same day as yours. And she said, that's not possible. That's not possible.
2 people born on the same day?
No, that's impossible. You can't have that.
That was the mindset of a child who was too young to watch Of Mice and Men. Or read Of Mice and Men. So, well, fun fact about my birthday. Would you like a fun fact about my birthday,
Oh,
Kyle?
yes.
Love it.
All
We'd
the
love
fun
it.
facts,
Yes.
please.
Yeah, asking for permission when this is the topic of the podcast. That's just how I roll. So, I was born in Sofia, Bulgaria. Well, I am from Bulgaria is a red flag, but also a green flag. So that's just because
Put it out there, yep.
Because it's a white, green, and red
White,
flag.
green, and red,
That's just for the geography fans out there.
The colours of a lot of flags, isn't it? Red, white. Is that also the colour of the Italian flag?
Yeah.
In a different order. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's mental. But in terms, you said you get anxious on your birthdays. What is it you feel anxious about when it comes to your birthday?
Well, I just don't. I don't feel like. I think the year has passed either too quickly or too slowly.
Okay.
Because it's confusing where you're actually celebrating the previous year. So last year it was my 24th birthday, so technically it was my 25th birthday because I was just finishing my 24th year.
Yeah.
So that's a factually correct birthday. So
God, no wonder you get anxious about it. All those thoughts going on in your head about your birthday. Like, hang on, is it 24th or is it the 25th? Technically, it's the 25th. He says, so that's all the thoughts. Every year you have your birthday, you start thinking about that. How old am I actually?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's why I think I've enjoyed experiencing different ways of celebrating my birthday.
Absolutely.
Like I know the flag joke was satire. Because I love Bulgaria, and I think one of my favorite things in Bulgaria is name days. A lot of people have name days.
Yeah.
So if you're named after a saint or things like that, you have a name day. Something like St. Patrick's Day, for example. Like if you're called Patrick or Patricia. But there's versions of that. But the 9th of December is St. Anna's Day. And that's not my name. So technically I could have an alias called Anna.
You could also
Anna.
have a hit song in the year 2008 as well with that.
Oh, is it?
That's not my name.
Oh,
That's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's not
Everyone knows it. Yeah.
You know when I have to explain a joke, that's when it really, that's when you know it really works.
totally.
Yeah.
Lands totally. So, what is a typical Paggy birthday celebration? What's your routine? How you celebrate your birthday?
Love a routine. Love a routine. You have
Really?
me a
Are
routine.
you autistic or something? You know.
I love a routine if it's different every day, but also the same.
Yes. Excellent.
So not a routine. Not a routine. It's not a routine.
It's like the ADHD and the autism cancelling each other out, really.
It's like
isn't it?
Alien versus Predator. It's like constantly in our brains, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, ADHD is very. I love an acronym, and ADHD is just audio description, high definition, and I think that's how
That's Alien, whereas the Predator's more like uniform. We must do that. We must go. I'm going to this planet.
So basically, you're saying
Yeah.
autistic people are predators.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Really
And
don't want to.
ADHDs are aliens. So
Yeah, well, I'd rather be an alien, and there's a lot more connotations with predators, if I'm honest. So, like, do you have a birthday cake? Do you have lots of people round, or not many people round?
Oh, I usually have a lot of people, and I call it Paggy's birthday bash.
Nice.
But something I haven't done for my birthday yet, though, I would really love to see, is a massive Kahoot. Like, I want a 150-person Kahoot.
as in Kahoot, as in the computer program thing.
The quiz game, yeah.
Ah.
And you want a 150-person Kahoot for your birthday?
Yes, it doesn't.
Wow.
It could be anyone. It doesn't have to be people I know. It could be anyone.
So
Yeah.
Let's get that organised.
let's do it, right. This time, then, 9th of December, right. If anyone on the 9th of December in 2025 doesn't want to, is free, Paggy is saying, come over. We're going to have a 150-person Kahoot.
Not just come over. It'll be like online. So you'll send out the link to everyone.
Oh no, it's in person. That's that's.
Where would you have it, though?
Ooh, I think.
Would there be food there?
Yeah, it's catering bill.
I mean, Edinburgh Fringe.
The Edinburgh Fringe. You'd have it on Edinburgh Fringe, but on the 9th of December.
I can see a few issues with this, but carry on.
Yeah, there's slight holes in this.
I know the timing. When people have, what do you think about half birthdays? When people have half birthdays,
No.
Oh, fuck them.
No.
Get
Why?
rid of them. If you've got someone like that in your life, get rid of them.
Or
They're
the
not-
Queen having 2 birthdays. I'm sorry, you have about 5 houses, so you don't need
5
another-
birthdays,
Yeah.
one per house.
one per house. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Or birthday weeks. Fuck off with your birthday week, mate.
But that's why the landlords are always on holiday because they have so many homes. So
So many homes, so many birthdays. You know, it's like, yeah, no, just half birthdays. No,
No, I don't do that.
yeah, but then I'll change your mind on half birthdays.
go on
Please.
then.
I'll change.
Many have tried Paggy, but
Let me
Keep
have a
going.
sip. Let me have a sip of the truth. So, Edinburgh Fringe, August. August is the 8th month. So I could have a
That's over half.
half plus 2 half birthday plus 2 months party celebration.
That's a
At the end of-
2/3 birthday.
Yeah,
No.
I love a 2/3 birthday. Well, yeah, half is like it's too soon. 2/3, that's the right amount of time. That's we could do.
Do you know what? This is why I like my birthday being in the summer, because my birthday's in June, and that's Christmas is in December. It's enough time that people can save up money to get me a present. There's no excuses then, because if you have your birthday actually in December, sometimes people are like, can't afford to get you a Christmas present and a birthday present, but my birthday's in June, so it's like, yeah.
June, that's a good month.
It is. I have the same birthday as Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
say
Great
something.
guy.
Yeah, say something only Johnny Depp would say.
I'm Captain.
I'm Captain Jack Harkness, yeah.
Jack Harkness.
No, Harkness, no. Jack Sparrow. What Harkness? It's because I've been watching Doctor Who recently and Torchwood and yeah. Okay, no, Captain. I can't do a Captain Jack Sparrow.
Just do like a really shit Keith Richards impression. Then
Well,
there you go. There you go. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm still interested. Are you? Have you RSVP'd to my Kahoot Edinburgh Fringe special extravaganza?
Well, we have now.
Can we monetize it? That's the question.
Yes.
Ooh, Well, I think everyone wins the quiz.
But everyone
You've
was...
lost me. You've lost me. You've lost me. No, you've lost me.
Well, I would love to do a spelling bee for my birthday.
Are
Yes.
you just like our thoughts coming in, changing, going, right, spelling bee, that would be good.
Well, there's this show I really like called the Guy Montgomery Guymon Spelling Bee. And it's a game show. It's a spelling bee for comedians. And I would love to do that with spelling or punctuation, because I love punctuation. And please,
I love punctuation, exclamation mark.
yeah, exclamation.
Too.
Well, you can phrase that. You can be like, I love punctuation.
Question
Dot,
mark.
dot.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot, dot. I love punctuation.
So you want a punctuation themed Kahoot birthday party?
Yeah, I think.
What's been one of your favourite birthdays?
Ooh, one of my favorite birthdays was a couple of years ago when we went bowling where I could flex all my amazing bowling skills.
Oh, which company did you use for bowling?
The one at Brighton Marina.
Brighton Marina. I've no idea what that is. No idea.
Brighton, classic place. It's at the marina in Brighton.
Cool.
And then we had pizza at Franco Manca. Let me be Franco about the Manca. That's pizza's good.
Banging, yeah.
That
Good pizza. It's
pizza's-
really good pizza. I love that pizza.
You can get extra Parmesan, Jan.
If they want to sponsor us, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Franco Manca want to
But
sponsor
they don't, I
it,
mean,
then-
I guess they don't need to now. We're just giving them a bunch of free promos.
yeah,
So.
basically. Other pizzas are available.
Well, could we do a podcast where we take turns being Franco Manca called Let Me Be Franco Manca?
Let me be Franco
Yeah,
Manca.
I think it's like Joey GT, but with Franco. Listen.
Where is this episode tailed off to? I do not know. I really do not know.
Well, I'll bring it back to my another dream birthday party. Hopefully for this one this year. Well, although December is a fake month, more on that later. But I will, because this year will be my 25th birthday, so I think I want to do a happy prefrontal development day. The prefrontal cortex. Is that the one? Is that the prefrontal lobe? Is that the one that
That's the
develops?
one that's at the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the front at the front.
And that's the one that
That's the one
develops.
that develops when you're 20. That's the one when you're a male. It develops when you're 20. It's fully develops when you're 25, and that's fucking terrifying for me.
Well, that's right. But does it? How is it different for neurodivergent people? Well,
Oh yeah, the front prefrontal. Apparently, all I know is that autistic people apparently have a smaller cerebellum than non-autistic people. And you know what they say about people with small cerebellums? Big hands.
Hey.
So no, what do you struggle with in terms of birthdays being neurodivergent? Like, do you think how can birthdays be more accessible to neurodivergent people?
excellent question, Mark. I think there's a lot of pressure to make your birthday fun for other people, and you might forget to have fun yourself. Well, I think last year I had a party the day before, not on the actual day. What?
My God, that must have freaked you out. Like.
And then I had a quiet today on the day itself, because I think there's too much pressure to make the party fun for other people, in the sense of you can worry too much about other people having fun rather than you having fun.
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, it should be more about yourself because it's your birthday. So, yeah, no, I think you say we were talking about that before as well. Like, just it's all about it's all about us. Like, I have a twin. This is the problem. So, it has to be about him as well. Like, I can't just be like, no, go away. It's nothing to do with you. I mean, I'm born 9 minutes before him, so he has to wait 9 minutes.
What a 9 minutes that was for you, huh?
It was incredible. I mean, you can tell the development that's happened in those 9 minutes, you know. But yeah, so yeah, I think so. There is a lot of pressure to make other people happy on your birthday, and actually that doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah,
it should be about yourself. It really should be.
You should make other people unhappy on your birthday.
Yeah, you're all a bunch of cunts. There you go. Happy birthday to me.
I agree. Completely agree.
I mean, you can. For legal reasons, this is a joke, but you can trick people and saying the party is one location, and then they end up having their own party, and then you go somewhere else.
Yeah,
that wasn't a good idea. It sounded it sounded good in my head, and then no, it's more. I know it's fun to celebrate with other people, and I love parties, but it's more. I know you have to remember to. Make it fun for yourself. Also,
yeah, I think so. I think that's not just if you're new to virgin. I think that's a good lesson for everyone. Make it about yourself.
Exactly.
How do you feel about inviting people to your birthday? That's what I struggle with, because I want to invite
everyone. Yeah,
and it's I get my own RSD from.
I know I do overthink things, but I remember there was one year where like I invited all my college friends and then a lot of them didn't turn up, and they were like, "Oh, we're busy because of this, that, the other." We had all these other plans going on, and like they had their own family stuff apparently, but then it turned out they had all gone out on a night out. All of them together. So, but we had family plans. So they lied to me, and I saw it on Facebook. And so they weren't really my friends then. And I thought, and I literally spent it with my brother's friends and my family. And actually my older brother's friends were way nicer than my actual college friends. So yeah, no, I think actually, so that's why I thought, no, I'm only going to invite people I know that are friends and I know that are reliable, because if you don't, you can't invite people who are not reliable, because if they say you're going to turn up and they're not, you're going to feel hurt by that.
And it's about inviting people. I agree, because it's about inviting people as well who get it and what kind of party you want.
And make it about you, yeah. I was saying that honestly. I wasn't being sarcastic, Paggy. I'm autistic. I don't have that repertoire, I know.
I know. It's more about people who.
No, I agree with you. Though, I do.
I agree, because it's I love structured fun, and this is what is my crypto day is structured fun, because I've gone to. I love a board game. I love a board game. Oh, board games. I think I remember going to board games in the past where I will get. This was pre-autism diagnosis, surprisingly, but we'll have a board game night with friends, and we'll play the game, and then it will turn to social, and people will start just chatting and not focusing on the game, and we're thinking, no, we need to focus on the game. We have to have fun in a structured
way.
In a structure.
Only have fun in the way that I want it to be fun.
Absolutely. That's the one message. I think we should say that as comedians as well. You have to laugh because I did tell a joke, so therefore you should laugh, That's what we should be doing. That's a good rule of thumb in life.
But how do you find the balance then between structured fun and spontaneous? Because I love being spontaneous.
If other people tell me to have structured fun, I don't want to do it.
Yes.
However,
so you would never go to Paggy's birthday then?
No, I'm sorry. No.
Look at that.
However,
you should trick him. You should be like, this is going to be a spontaneous birthday, right, in the corner.
However, if it's me that's suggesting it and planning everything out, then it has been stuck to to a fucking T, and woe betide anyone who doesn't stick to it.
Well, it's like that's why an agenda. I love an agenda. You can have. I think it's easier to hang out with people when there's an activity based around it. So if you run out of steam, or you can do the activity, where if people just want to hang out, that's trickier. But here's a proposal for all future social interactions. How do you feel about going to the pub with friends with an agenda of what you want to talk about?
The thing is, I used to be a member of the Green Party, so I was used to having an agenda for everything when we turn up. I like that. I like the idea of having an agenda for things, because that's how I do my birthdays or anything in pubs. Yeah, we're going to do this at this time. We're going to do that at that time, and yeah, it just, like, I went on my cousin's stag do, and it was very structured about what time we go to each pub and where. And if you were late, you had to do a forfeit. So it actually forced people to be on time for things. You know, my cousin's not got an autism diagnosis, so but it was good. It was a nice little structured bit of fun. Yeah, I like it. I like the agenda. Yeah, have a list. But yeah.
What about you, Kyle?
Yeah. I thought you were like itching to say something there.
No, I was listening to you guys. I was kind of happy. I do that. Like, if is the thing, 'cause I wouldn't class that as structured fun. I'd say that it's weird. Having an agenda is a bit different to being structured fun. So if we know we're going to be leaving at this time to go to this place, that's different, because then that's something we have to kind of do and stick to. That's fine. So yeah, like I think I've done things like that with my mates before, like on pub crawls and stuff. I mean, it completely fucking fell apart because my mates,
it always does.
Because my mates are collectively useless. God bless us.
You set out to do one thing and then it tails off completely, or you finish the night earlier than you had planned. Oh, we're going to hit 15 pubs. That's 15 points. That's mad. Like you by the ninth pub, you're like, okay, I'm dying here, so nope, going to crawl back home and get an Uber over. Yeah, it just doesn't. Yeah, when you set out to do plans, you always. I feel like with birthdays, with anything, with any celebrations, I think you're very overly ambitious with what you can do, and then when you don't stick to it, like, oh, that was a bit of a failure of an evening. But you know, you still have fun, so I guess it's.
This birthday, on my 34th, right, my last birthday, I just stayed in my new flat and watched TV, ate Domino's by myself, and that was the happiest I've been in a very long time.
Nice. Well, I was going to invite you to my birthday, Carl, but maybe not. You're just going to be sat indoors eating pizza. It's just, aren't you? I mean, I take you don't want 150 people to come out to do a quiz with you.
What, in my 2-bedroom flat? I think I'll give that a miss. I think I'll give that one a miss, to be honest with you. I'll leave that to the Pag store over here.
But what about then, Kyle and Mark? What about a fancy dress party?
There was one year where we had to dress as my uncle's 80th, and we had to go as World War II. The theme was World War II, and I went as like a pilot. My oldest brother went as a child evacuee, so he was about 30 years old, dressed in these like tiny shorts and things like that. Because it was like, in all fairness, I wouldn't fight in the war, so I would just be like, yeah, and I just loved it. I love that kind of image. But
I don't mind fancy dress parties as long as I'm given enough time to go out and prepare, and then I'm fine with it.
No, I love it. I did a murder mystery a few months ago. That was really good fun.
That's the thing I wouldn't do. I'd dress up, but it'd have to be unstructured from that bit on. Yeah,
no, the murder mystery was fun. I had to play this German scientist. And then we were all on the train and someone got murdered, and that was the whole thing. That's what all murder mysteries are. But I had like a pocket watch, I had a waistcoat. I was like, this is the most I've ever dressed up in my life. It was great.
I would love to do a murder mystery party, but fancy dress? I love fancy dress, but it sort of scares me. Well, I'm scared. I don't think about this every day, but imagine being invited to a fancy dress party, and it turns out to be dressed up party, no costumes, where everyone dressed up. And
so we're basically legally blonding over here.
Yeah, Yes, and everyone's in black tie and evening gowns, and I've showed up
And
as
you're in a
Scooby-Doo.
and you're in a Playboy bunny suit. Like,
Or Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
Or Scooby-Doo. Yes.
I just rock it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just rock it, to be honest. I mean, I'd be confident to be like, yeah, well, this is what I thought it was. Fuck you guys. I'm here now. This is what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
You can laugh what you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
How about you? What would you do?
Oh, I would embrace it as well. I would just go as Scooby-Doo. I think there was I think what's frustrating about costumes is if you dress up as someone and people mistake you for someone else. Well,
I don't think no one's going to mistake you for anyone else if you're dressed up as Scooby-Doo, if I'm honest with you.
well, here's something. Would you like to rate my costume from 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah,
Go
we've got a
on,
bit of
then.
time. Let's do it.
So this was a Halloween party, and I dressed up as Justin from the band Halloweens because it was
Wow.
Halloween, and I had a red beret, sunglasses, a red shirt, white trousers, and everyone said, "Are you Emily in Paris?" Now I'm not Emily in Paris. How dare you?
Fair enough. That's what's the weirdest costume I've had? No, I've. Oh yeah, it was a very, very niche reference. It was like I was going as Ed from Shaun of the Dead. So literally, he has a shirt saying "I got wood," and I put that on, and then that was the easiest, laziest costume I've done. But people who haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, are you just wearing a random shirt? And I'm like, no, I'm Ed from Shaun of the Dead. Don't know who that is. But it's just I didn't have a clue. So, but then what I did, I then zombified myself because he turns into a zombie in the thing. And so I just went, oh, I'm a zombie. My brother went as... do you remember if you've found a Doctor Who, you remember the episode The Silence where they mark their skin? So
yeah.
he went as a victim of the silence. There was so he was basically drawing all these marks on his skin, and it's like, that's my costume. And I'm like, I think that was my favourite one I've seen. But yeah, what about you, costume wise?
What do you want? The weirdest one? Or?
Yeah, weirdest, nicest one, coolest one.
I think the best one, like, because I work in a school and we do World Book Day every year. This year I went as Angor from Inside Out and I had full on body paint.
That is wow, full on body paint.
Yeah, full on body paint, and there's still little marks around the school where little marks are red where you can see that I was where on that day.
Nice, I love it. That's great effort. I think when you have to paint your body, that is a lot of effort you've got into. I think I did that as a kid when I think I went as a vampire Halloween. I was about 9 years old, but I had this big verruca on my foot, and I had to go to the doctors to get it burnt off.
Nice.
And it was this amazing scene as people walk in. There's a 9-year-old vampire crying his eyes out, and then getting the verruca burnt off. It was terrifying. That was the scariest thing. But yeah.
So Paggy, it's been great having you on. Can you look down that camera and tell people where they can find you?
Hello! Thank you, Carl and Mark, for having me on the podcast. My name is Paggy, and you can find me on Instagram as Paggy Comedy. So that's Paggy Comedy. And I'll do it in BSO as well, because I'm learning BSO, yes. So Paggy Comedy, that's Instagram, X as well. I'm not, and then and you can follow on Instagram. There's a link tree to everything IG, and I have. In terms of promotion, I run a gig called Piece It Together Comedy, which is at a puzzle-themed cafe called Puzzle Board in Brighton, and that's a monthly stand-up alternative comedy night. And I also run a gig called Laughter Lounge for a charity called Grace Cell, which is a learning disability and autism charity in Brighton and across Sussex. And finally, I also do a lot of work with Carousel, which is a media charity in Brighton. So check out Carousel, check out Paggy Comedy, and thank you for having me on the podcast. And hopefully everyone has a Scooby-Doo-tastic birthday soon, ideally in December.
Yeah, we'll put all those links in the description. So yeah, that's it. Paggy, thanks.
Thank you very much. It's been a delight having you on.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Mark.
Cut.
Bye.
Brilliant. Thanks, man.
That was a fantastic episode. I think we covered so much in that.
Yeah, man. He, she, it, they were absolutely fantastic. Could have done without the Nazism, though.
Yeah.
But, we'll edit that out in post, all right? That's the beauty. That's the beauty of being an editor on your own podcast.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, if you do like it, please share with family, friends, your therapist.
Your bigoted grandparents.
And then talk to your therapist again about why you shared this with your bigoted grandparents.
Yeah.
And please like, subscribe, give us loads of 5-star reviews, share everywhere you can, yell at people on the street about unmedicated. And if you want to follow us individually, you can follow me at Mark Nicholas Comic.
You can follow me on the street if you wish, but also online at Carl Wolf Says. And I have another podcast called The One Where I interview comedians and entertainers about a film or TV show that they like or dislike. Unmedicated was recorded and produced in studio by the lovely people at Streamline Studios. And so please give them a follow. And, well, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye!